Okay, today I'm going to be showing you my newest toy, the Deluxe Gaburevolver from Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger. I have actually already taken it out of the box, but just so you can get an idea of what the box looks like, this is it. And here it is. Now, basically, it's very well made overall. Let me go through it and then I'll give my thoughts on it. So, first thing to note is that there's an on-off switch here on the side. Just turn it off, just like so you turn it on. And it actually comes with two batteries. You get number 1 Gaburevolver, which is one of the 10 Great Kyoryuger, and then you get one of the Guardians, which is Stymero, number 14. So as you can see, there are little switches on top. Press that. The brave in. So, good thing I caught it. And first things first, we're going to take Gaburevolver and stick it in here. Next, there's a small switch here on the back. Hold that down and then press the tail up. Kyoryu change. Fire. So as you can see, it has very show accurate sounds to it. It's quite nice. It all runs on 2 AAA batteries, which are right here in the handle. You use a little Phillips screwdriver to open it up, pop them in, and that's all it takes. Next, I will show you. Press down and push down on it, just like if you press up to shut it. Pressing down opens it up. And on the side here, you'll see there are 2 little black nubs that may be very difficult to see. But basically, the first one will push out the battery on the bottom, and the top one pushes out the battery on the top. And that's one of the neat things about this. Just like in the show, you can actually put 2 batteries in it. The bottom slide is actually your primary, so if you put anything in just the top, well, let me show you. Note that it doesn't really do anything. It still makes a fire sound, but it does that even if you don't have a battery in it. So we'll pop that one out. But what happens if I take this one and put it in the bottom, and then put Stymero here in the top. Note that when I spin the barrel, the sound is different. And unfortunately, that's pretty much it. Out of the box, like I said, you only get the 2 batteries. Considering how many batteries there are in the show, I think there's at least like 24, 25 of them, and a few more. I believe the new one was actually just introduced, or is going to be introduced on the next episode. So it seems rather limited that they only give you 2. What makes it worse is that Gaburevolver is the only one for the Zyuden Ryu that you can really get without buying the deluxe versions of the figurines. Like if you want Drakera and Daigachi, then you're going to have to pick up Deluxe Kyoryuger, and that's going to cost you some major bucks right there. And it's the same thing with Bunpaki or Parasagon or Plazon. If you want those, you're going to have to buy the mecha that it comes with. Now, when it comes to the Guardians, they actually do sell those in packs of 3, but with shipping, they're running somewhere around 20 bucks for 3 of them, which is still really high. Particularly considering that there really isn't anything major to them. I'll actually show you. If you look at them, if I can get them to come out. Excuse me for 1 second. Get them out. You'll notice on the ends here, there's one big dot in the middle and then 5 others. That's the side that always goes in. which if you notice really closely, it may be hard to see, is on the positive side. Yes, these are actually, since they're batteries, they do have a plus and a negative. Go figure. Take a look here at Stymero's. You'll notice that it's very different. It has the one large one, but it only has one at the bottom. It's a very crude method. There's nothing really special about it, nothing electronic. These things are probably very cheap to make. Granted, they do have a very nice feel to them, and of course you can press the button for the braid in, but then again, that's just a little spinner inside of it. So overall, not that big of a deal. I really wish they would have put more of them with it, or at least didn't charge quite as much for the extras, and I really wish they'd have given you a cheaper way to get the ones for the Zyuden. But it is what it is. Just go with it. So let's turn it off here for a second so I can just talk about it. As for my thoughts on it, as you can see, it's mostly yellow and black, but it has some gray and silver and red for just a little bit of accent. And if you look at the eye, it's actually green, so it's just the tiniest bit of green. A little bit of red here on the tail, but mostly black and yellow. Its size is impressive because it really is probably just about the size of the props they use in the show, so that's really cool. Granted, you know, you see all the screw holes in it, which you're not seeing on the show. It obviously is made of plastic, so it's got a very plastic look to it, kind of shiny. But overall, fairly show accurate for what it is. Nice size, and the electronics do work. You know, it's got Shigeru Chiba's voice, which is awesome. I mean, that's, in my opinion, it's one of the best things about this thing, is that it actually has the actual voices from the show in it. And I guess one could assume that all these sounds are in here, depending on the battery, if I just had them all. The only thing I do find kind of weird is the barrel, because it lights up, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but I really don't think it actually ever lit up on the show. But overall, very nice. One thing to note, too, is that if you have the Gabu caliber, it does configure to fit on the front of this. If you can actually look, you can see there's two little yellow switches right here, which you would just press to release it. I don't have that, so I can't show it to you. But, you know, overall, I'm happy with my purchase. I think it's one of the better Henshin items in a long time for Super Sentai. Personally, I like it even better than the Moderates from Gokaiger, which, you know, for as cool as it was, the fact that the keys were so numerous and so expensive, and the fact that they're so expensive now, I mean, you're going to be paying out the butt for them. Granted, that might happen with this in a couple of years, but for right now, you know, if you're wanting to collect all the deluxe mecha, then you're getting them all. So, you know, temper it with that. But if you're happy with just the two batteries, this thing is running with shipping between $60 and $70. So not too terribly bad. Maybe a little bit pricey for people who are used to just picking up the Power Rangers versions, but at the same time, it's very obvious this is the Super Sentai version based off of just the build quality of it. It's so much nicer than what I'm used to getting here in the States for the Power Morphers and whatnot. But at any rate, I give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.